This thing looked like a gorilla. Only it weren't no gorilla. Because I seen a gorilla one time at the zoo, and this gorilla didn't have no hair like that other gorilla did. This thing pick up old Doc by the throat and throttled him.
Can you identify anybody else, Orel? Maybe did you get a license?
License? I'm telling you about gorillas that ain't gorillas, and you're asking me, did I get a license? Answer me this, Sheriff. How'd you ever get elected asking dumb questions like that?
Good morning, Sheriff. Lieutenant Colonel Ironhorse.
Yeah, Sheriff Deke. What's the Army doing out this way?
Colonel! They've been through here for sure.
Scout the area, Sergeant.
All right, saddle up.
We had an incident involving suspected terrorists. There's a good chance they've been through this area.
Terrorists? Oh, damn, I knew it. Didn't I tell you, Sheriff? I've been reading about this here guerrilla warfare. Only thing is, I didn't know that those terrorists use real gorillas.
The alien attack wasn't 3 days old before my parents were killed. They were colleagues of Dr. Foster's. Anyway, Dr. Foster, who was practically my second father as it was, ended up taking me in. I grew up steeped in this research, listening to his theories, see how broken he was when nobody took him seriously. He said that if the aliens invaded once, they could do it again. Nobody wanted to hear that. He said that until we did adequate research, we couldn't even be sure the aliens were really dead. Apparently, their bodies weren't decaying as might be expected. Well, that really drove people crazy. Instead of expanding its research, the government collected the alien remains and sealed them in steel drums. Out of sight, out of mind. You still think I'm a nutcase?
Have you ever heard of the African lungfish? The lungfish can survive for at least 4 years, maybe as many as 10, without water. It goes into such a profound state of anabiosis that the average person would think that the fish was long dead. However, pour water over it, and it's like a resurrection. The fish is alive and swimming again.
So you don't think I'm a nutcase?
Definitely a nutcase. However, like you said, that doesn't make you wrong. And I can always write another resignation.
We have to talk.
Look, Charlotte, discussing my career is going to have to wait.
It is us we have to talk about.
Honey, I leave for Washington in 42 minutes.
Oh, and is that more important than us?
No, it's not like that, but it is important. Look, I can't tell you why, but I know that when I do, when I explain why I'm doing all this, that you will understand.
I want to understand now.
There's no time now. I'll call you from the hotel.
That is the most fantastic story I think I've ever heard.
That's no story, General. That's scientific theory supported by fact presented in a logical and reasonable fashion. I'm a respected astrophysicist. I'm not some kook spouting UFO stories.
Oh, I don't mean to suggest otherwise, Doctor. That you were brought here by my niece gives you more credibility than I think you realize.
Niece? You told me that he was your father's friend.
Uncle Hank is my father's favorite brother.
And you're my favorite niece. Unfortunately, Doctor, I'll need some hard evidence before I can act on your theory. Now, this morning I read a report based on the incident you make reference to, which suggests the work of a terrorist group. What the hell are they called? Oh, yes, the People's Liberation Party.
General, I'm trying to warn you about something a lot more insidious than terrorists.
Why don't you try to look at it from my point of view?
You don't have a point of view. 35 years ago, these things tried to take over the world. They're completely ruthless with absolutely no sense of mercy. My God, they killed my parents.
I'm truly sorry, Doctor. You bring me something concrete, and I'll give you my word. I'll see to it that it gets to the right people. Suzanne. Suzanne, you're making some strange new friends.
Uncle Hank, he really does believe what he's saying.
You take care.
Thank you.
Miss Underwood, put me on the president's afternoon calendar, and then connect me with Lieutenant Colonel Paul Ironhorse.
You expect people to help you. You're going to have to be a little less obstreperous and a little more gracious.
Well, there's no time for gracious. Norton, it's Harrison. Uncle General Wilson wants hard evidence. That's exactly what I'm going to give him. Norton, we've got some work to do.